Okay, off to a rocky start, I guess. So let me just turn down the music volume for a second. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are you doing tonight? So, to a rocky start, I guess, but hey, it is what it is. So today we are continuing our firearm series, and today we're gonna be making the world famous World War One M95 rifle. And today I'm actually joined by one of my good friends over here, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Tala. How you doing, Tala? Tala? I think he's AFK'd. But anyways, as soon as he gets back, we'll ask him everything. But anyways, guys, I think we should just start the video now. So I'll just shift over here and put Discord over here. So we're gonna be starting by downloading the model from Sketchfab. So I'll just open up Microsoft Edge over here and I'll go to Sketchfab. Now sourcing the model can be tricky, it can be frustrating as well, but hey, if you know what to look out for, you can easily find a good model. So M95, and apparently we found it on the first go. So I'll just download this model. This model is actually created by Vesically. I hope I pronounced it right, but if I didn't, really sorry. But hey, basically, if you have an Instagram, I'm definitely gonna be tagging you the final render as well. So I'll just download the model. We're gonna be going for GLTF because it has all the textures baked in. So let's just download it. By the way, guys, on Discord, where you guys from? Just drop your country's name. And for the YouTube crew over here, I'm actually gonna be putting the link if you guys want to join the call or just want to say hi. No mic today. Oh, gotcha, Tala. No worries, brother. So yeah, guys, if you want to join on the call or if you got something to say to me, hey, just come on to Discord. Let's have a chat. Okay, so how big is this file that we're downloading? 56 MB. So let's just wait it to download. No audio there on Discord? Bro, what do you mean? Low. Hold up. Let me just confirm one thing. Hello. Dude, I can see the green signal, so that means the voice is coming. Wait, what?
Hey
Okay.
Hassan, yeah, there's no audio.
Okay,
Now
is it
you're
better now?
audible.
Oh, finally. My apologies, guys, on the Discord crew. I don't know what happened, but hey, up until now, let me just catch you up. So, we were able to download the model from Sketchfab, and now we're gonna be extracting it and we're gonna start making our scene. And also, guys, I wanna know where you guys from, so just type it over here into the chat. By the way, Tala, how are you feeling today?
Oh, I'm really good today.
Good to know, brother. Good to know. So yeah, cheers in your names, brother.
Oh, thank you.
By the way, did you take your tea?
Not yet. I mean, there's nobody home except me.
Oh, so
So
you're home alone today.
yeah.
Gotcha. So I'll
Mm.
just open up Blender Octane, and
Mm-hmm.
I've been getting like a lot of questions like how do you open up Blender Octane properly? So the thing is, you first of all need to open up Octane Server Prime. Just go to your side tray and double click it and press on activate. So as soon as it gets activated, give it a sec. What you need to do is actually then open up the Blender Octane build. Give it a sec. Yep. Now you're gonna be selecting everything, deleting it, and let's just split it. And now you need to first of all switch it to Octane, then go to Octane kernel, then add a quick node tray. And by default, it always gives you the direct lighting kernel, which we don't need because we need the best of the best, which is the path tracing one. So we'll just delete it, go Shift A, S, path tracing kernel, and we'll just connect it over here. And now I'm gonna be splitting it again because this is going to be my 3D viewport and this is going to be my shader editor. So Tala, what sort of scene are we thinking with this weapon today?
Okay. I mean, I have no idea. I was like out of commission, so I mean,
Bro, you don't need to worry. Your commission is still in our hands. You'll get your commission.
yeah,
But focus
yeah.
over here
I
right
mean,
now.
yeah. I'm focused. Fine. I'm doing my own work today, so I have
Oh,
a lot of catching up to do.
what are you working on?
Nothing. I'm just trying to figure out how to bake textures properly in Cinema 4D. I've never done that
Oh,
before.
I get it, bro. But hey, I'm a Blender guy and you're a Cinema 4D guy, so I cannot help you out. Hey, if anyone
Yeah.
over here in the Discord chat is familiar with Cinema 4D and texture baking, please help out over here.
Yep. And it's gonna be like really great for me. Someone like tell me how to properly.
Bro, I mean, Patrick could help you out. We can catch him after the stream.
Uh, yeah. I mean, sure.
Alrighty, so I just made an empty over here until we were chit chatting. Now I'm gonna be parenting this empty to our gun model over here. Yep, it's working. Now, just to save our time, what I like to do is let me just select the model over here. As we could see, we have a lot of textures going into the principal BSD of shader, which is actually used for cycles or even EVA as well. But for Octane, you guys actually have to redo everything. Like you need to import like an RGB node to add the image and then the universal shader over here. But I actually have a plugin over here. It's called Cycles to Octane, which is gonna be in the description as well. If you guys wanna start your Octane journey as well. So with like one click, it will auto convert all of the materials for me. The only thing that it doesn't does is like it doesn't do the normals properly just because of this normal node and also the separate RGB one. So what I like to do is I add in a color correction node, which is basically like hue and saturation node. I'll plug in the input over here, and then if you have like node wrangler in your cycles, there is actually a separate build for node wrangler for Octane as well. So you need to download that just to do this. So now as we can see, we have like a lot of imperfections over here that we want to translate to our roughness and our metallic as well. So the first thing that I'm going to be doing is reducing the saturation and putting the contrast to like 15, even more maybe. And take down the exposure a bit. Okay. Hmm. I think I might have to do it in a different way. So right after this, I will just duplicate this, put it again, and take the saturation to 0, contrast to 0, increase the exposure a bit. Now we got the masks that we needed. So yeah, that's how you extract masks. Now I'll just come over here and plug it in into the roughness. Take the metallic, bump it up. Okay. Now what we're going to be doing is, that should actually go into the metallic one. And uh, I'll just add a secondary point over here and add an invert texture. Now this invert texture will go into the roughness, and I'll connect this over here. Now, as we can see, this is a bit too stark, so we're going to be reducing the contrast a bit. Not a bit, but like a fair bit. So yeah, the gun looks really, really good now. But I still think the metallic is a bit too much. So we could even try to flip it. Okay, now that looks far better than before. So yeah, now I'm gonna be converting these materials as well. The gunmetal one. And same process over here. Ah, I think that'll do, because this is just metal. Let's save it before anything bad happens. You know what else looks good? Oh, thank you very much, LP. We're Discord. Let's have a chat. It's been a long time. Sorry about that, guys. I'm actually having my tea as well. So I'll just add the normals again over here. So let's convert this as well. I'll take out the metallic, dump it in. Let's convert this as well. By the way, Tala, I'm thinking to make like a war scene for this weapon. What do you say? Is that a good idea or is that a trash idea? Tala?
Oh,
I
my mic
think,
was off. Okay, okay. So,
dude, I literally thought we lost you again.
no, 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 no. I mean, what kind of a war scene? I mean, is it something like, is it like Warland and the guns laying on the ground with some bullets and something? Or maybe is it some in someone's hand and he's like running in the war zone or something?
Okay, I'm not willing to add a character in this one, but what
Okay.
I'm thinking right now is in like World War One, they used to have like dug up places where they used to store all of their gear, and they used to hide from like upcoming bullets, grenades, and even from tanks. So I'm
Okay,
thinking
okay.
of doing something like that. What do you think? Would that be a great idea?
I mean, yeah, it sounds good.
Because bro, this is like a historical piece, so why don't we pay a tribute to the history?
I mean, yeah, why not? I mean, it's a really interesting idea.
I know. So yeah, I think we got the textures right. Let's start building the scene now. So I'll quickly just save it. And first of all, I'm gonna be importing a plane, scaling it up. And I'll do a loop cut over here. And another loop cut over here. And I'll take all 4 of these and go GZ, GZ, EX. And now what I'm gonna be doing is taking these two and deleting these vertices. Why did I did that? You'll know in a second. Because I'm gonna be applying the mirror modifier to it. So mirror?
Mirror on the wall.
Bro, this isn't like Snow White.
I mean, it just popped in my head, so I had to say.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who has the sickest render of all? That's gonna be
I
Tala.
don't know. Probably not. I mean, you have like really good renders these days. I mean, your game's getting like really good.
Well, I mean, I do have to give you a tough time, so yeah, I'm trying my best.
I'm pretty lazy. I mean, sure, you're gonna exceed me. Excel me. Eventually.
Well, thanks for the motivation.
Yep.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna be importing like a mud or ground texture from Quixel Bridge as well. And you remember
Hey,
that
yo.
fun
What? What happened to
mention
your
from
voice?
World War II? Oh, nothing. I was just reading the comment over there on YouTube.
Okay.
Stiker LP
I-
actually said, "You remember that fountain mission from World War II games? Which fountain mission?" Dude, I'm totally clueless. I mean, the only World War II game that I played was Sniper Elite. So, could you remind me that? Um, Yo, can you hear me, Tala?
Yes.
One guy over here says he
Ye-
cannot hear me.
He can't hear you. Why? I mean,
No idea. And we got
I mean,
the main man himself.
oh,
Or-
Patrick.
Yep.
Hey, come on to the stage, man.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Hey.
boys and girls, the man, the myth,
Yep.
the legend himself, the chef has arrived to the stage. Patrick, how you doing, brother?
Hey, how are you?
You guys hear me?
Yes.
Yep. Could you hear me?
I mean, I can hear you, Patrick. Okay.
I think the Discord is glitching out.
I guess.
Anyways,
I mean, that's like concerning. Like nobody can hear you, like except
Dude.
me.
okay, let me leave the stage and come back again. Okay, can you hear me now? Hello?
Hello, hello. I mean,
Can you hear me?
let me leave this. Let me leave the stage then.
Oh, okay. Hello, 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 hello. Tala, can you hear me?
Hello, hello. I can hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
Elham, could you hear me? Just type it in the chat if you can hear me or not.
I don't know. That's concerning.
Anyways, I mean, it's gonna be on YouTube, so yeah, people could easily see it later down the line.
Yeah, but Patrick left.
Hey, no worries, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I would have asked him something.
I mean, I could call him again. Let's just tag him
I
up.
mean, sure. I mean, it's not a big deal. I mean, I was trying to hijack your stream for my own, like,
I mean, bro, we could always ask him again later, so yeah.
yeah. I mean,
So
but
I'm
it's
gonna-
fun hijacking your stream.
Yo, Ralph, am I audible to you? Could you just confirm that for a second? Mm-mm. Okay. Dry cracked mud. Okay. I could definitely use this texture, so yeah, let's just download it.
Okay, faster. I mean, what happened? Let me go fill my water bottle.
Take your time, bro. Take your time. Mm, I think I can combine like two different textures for this one. Okay. Hmm, interesting. So yeah, let's just download them and let's get back into Blender then. Mm, World War One.
Hey, I'm back. I mean,
Yo,
Ralph
welcome back.
saying he can't even like see the stream.
Hold up. Dude, I forgot to do this over here. Mm. Alrighty, so I'm gonna be going to the local part over here. And where are the new textures? Here they are. So I'll just quickly export them. So export. Now they're gonna be exporting to Blender. So let's just give it a sec because it's gonna be converting all of the textures as well. So yeah, they exported as to be expected. Now I'm gonna plug this into the normal. Remove this. And I don't know why it always turns on clear coat. But hey, I mean, it is what it is. So instead of the specular, plug it into the roughness. 0.5. Yeah, that looks about right. And now I'm gonna be adding in the displacement map and go to texture displace and just plug it in. And convert it into 4K. I'll just grab this part, Control B. Select all, EU, Smart UV project. Alrighty, we are getting a little bit of glitches over here. So let's just quickly fix that. And it's happening just because of the displacement. So where is the round edges? Here it is. Okay, the normals are flipped. That's why it's doing that.
Okay.
I should have guessed. Okay, so I'll just grab this and let's see in the rendered view how it looks. Hmm. Alrighty, we got that down, but we are still getting a little bit of leaking issues over here. So let's just quickly fix those. Okay, so Control B, and that actually did the trick a bit. Alrighty, so we got that right. Now I'm gonna be duplicating it by going Shift D, and let's just come over here. And for the second layer, we're gonna be importing the second texture that we downloaded. So I'll just put this. Already exported successfully. Now for this one, I'm gonna be converting all of this to Octane as well. So I'll just grab this and put it into the normals. I'll just delete this. Alrighty. Now I'll disable the clear coat. And coming over here, it should be 0.5. And now I'm going to be adding the displacement. For that, we'll come over here, texture displace. I'll duplicate this, plug it in, open, displace.
Hey, Hassan, do you have like mid-journey subscription?
No.
I mean, do you know someone?
Mm, as much as I remember, Kitty probably had it.
Oh, I just want to try something.
Dude, I have like Pika's subscription if you need that.
Which subscription?
Pika. Pika is basically another AI tool that actually helps you to convert any sort of image into like a video.
Oh,
It
oh,
basically animates everything for you.
okay, okay. I mean, Runaway is something like that too. I mean,
Yeah, it's something
Runaway
similar
AI.
to Runaway.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we are done with the base over here. Now it's time to put the camp. But first, we might have to put like wood over here. And for that, what I'm gonna be doing is going to Blender Kit, going to models, and first of all, I'll add a human. Oh, okay, as I suspected, these are like too big. Okay, it used to be this big. So let's see it in the render view.
In a certain mood? Stream your
Yep,
feelings with ad-free music listening when you upgrade to Spotify Premium.
selected to
Treat
cursor.
yourself to 3 months for free and cancel anytime. Tap the banner to learn more.
So Tala, got a question for you, bro.
Yes. Yes.
If
Yes.
you end
Carry
if
on.
you end up in a war zone, what are you gonna be doing?
Mm, I don't know. I'm probably gonna hide, or maybe I'll gonna just pick a gun and run like a madman and just get shot.
Or probably get PTSD.
That I already have.
Damn.
I mean, I saw a guy getting under the train.
Damn. And how
Yeah,
old were you at that time?
I was like 13, 14, maybe.
It
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of things in life.
dark times, my friend. Dark times.
I mean, no, it's just coincidence. I mean, I happened to be somewhere that, yeah, shit was about, shit happened there. Like, I somehow just magically appeared.
So, would you consider it being like something bad or like a blessing for you?
I don't know. Never cared. Won't got anymore. Yeah.
Because, bro, whatever happened with my life, I always consider it a blessing. Because
Yeah, I
my
mean,
mental. Go ahead.
yeah, carry on, carry on, carry on.
So basically, what my mentality is, whatever has happened to me in the past is the reason that I became a man like this. So yeah, I always consider it a blessing. But I want to know
Yeah,
your thought on that.
I mean, my thought, I never gave it my thought. I don't know. Things happen, or probably gonna happen.
But bro, everything
And you
happens for
can't
a
control
reason.
everything. I mean, probably, but I don't understand the reasons. Like for me, for myself, what is the reason in certain things?
Okay.
I mean, probably I'm gonna understand way on ahead in life. Like I get more experience and I'll know. Okay, that thing now makes sense. Right now, I mean, those are just random things.
I get it.
I mean, everything has a time. Then everything start connecting like a puzzle piece on a board.
I get what you're trying to say, bro. I totally get what you're trying to say.
Yeah. Until then, they are just random pieces that I don't care about.
And you don't want to talk about as well.
No, I mean, I'm fine. I'm fine. You know me. I like to talk a lot.
Bro, you and Osama, you both really are like tough nuts that I know. I mean, there is
I mean,
something that I've seen in both of you which is common. There is nothing that can break you guys down. Except for Allah, obviously.
yeah. I mean, yeah. That's a thing. Everything is you can't control everything. So just go with the flow. Why not? Enjoy the ride.
Fair point, fair point.
I mean, if you try to go against the flow in some scenarios, you're gonna make your life even harder. Like the things you can't control. That kind of a flaw.
Hmm. Okay, so now I'm gonna be adding in the array modifier over here. Alrighty, we got that right. Now I'm just gonna be selecting all of this and go G Y and just put it over here. Let's see. Okay, kind of resembling the same vibe. Let's just save that. And now let's start to add our props over here. So the first thing is going to be if I come over here to model and type in like World War. Let's see what sort of models are we getting off the bat over here. Okay, a lamp can be a good addition. World War One. A Turkish helmet? Dude, who wore a Turkish helmet in World War One?
I mean, Ottoman
Were
Empire.
they, dude, were
I
they in
mean,
World
they
War
were
One?
in. Yeah,
You sure?
yeah. Ottoman Empire like broke in World War One.
Oh,
I mean, let me just Google.
great. Not apple boxes. Okay. I might be able to use this crate over here. Save.
Yeah, they were in like World War One, and they were defeated.
Defeated by who?
I mean, just overall, they and like Germans were ally and the against the like you know like United Kingdoms and like France and their alliance. They basically lost.
Oh,
It's basically that whole ordeal, that whole thing started like that Palestine and those like things that started breaking off of the like Ottoman Empire. Basically, that whole region was under Ottoman like control. That like Arabian countries like Saudi Arab or uh, like what Iraq or like Syria or like Jordan or like these kind of countries were under the control of Ottoman Empire. When Ottoman Empire fell, those countries like
crumbled
this
to
is a
the
whole
ground.
long story. That's a whole long story. Basically, UK made like today's England, like United Kingdom, made a lot of deals with like these smaller territories and said like break off of Ottoman Empire, and we're gonna give you like these things, and you're gonna have like your own sovereignty. And thing didn't turn out like exactly
Oh,
as they said. I mean, UK is pretty notorious for like these stuff. Like I mean, not UK, the like England of the past.
Mm.
The okay, yeah, I was like forgetting the name, what it was called. Like it was called the Great Britain back in the days.
Mm. So let me add an array modifier over here again.
And then
And as for these, I'm going to be adding in another array modifier. X2. X2. Alrighty, we got that down, and now I'm actually gonna be taking both of these boxes and place them somewhere in the middle. Take our gun, shift click, select it to cursor. Man, you can leave now.
hmm?
I'm just telling him to
What
leave.
happened?
I'm just
Okay.
telling him to leave. Look, there he goes. He just went into the abyss.
Okay.
And he's back.
Mm-hmm.
So let's add a camera now. Control Alt 0. And it should be an 85mm lens. And the resolution that we're going to be
I mean,
using
you
is
like
9.
85 a lot. I mean, there's a particular reason. I mean,
Mm,
I know
I
you do
mean,
photography in the past. You did photography in the past, like
bro, whenever I've used 85mm lens, it never disappointed me.
yeah. I mean, I've used like Sigma's art lineup of like 85 and that was like really good.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But I'm more like I like 100 and 105 like millimeter full length more.
Bro, personally, I love 108, and that is like my go-to thing. But bro, nowadays, if we're talking about like big size products like this rifle over here, obviously I'm gonna be
Mm-hmm.
going for like a short
Yeah.
lens, like an 85 or
Yeah,
50.
yeah. I can understand. I can understand.
I mean, you might have remembered the tank render that we made. I actually
Yep.
used a 25mm lens for that one.
Mm-hmm.
So, where is it? Viewport display. And I'll just come over here.
Let's just see what comes out.
Okay, we got some glitching going around over here. Yep. Now it's time to go into world and change our HDRI. So I'll just delete all of this. I'll add in an texture environment, plug it in, go into RGB image and connect it up. And I'll go open, downloads. Where is the overcast one? Because that gives the war vibes. Here it is. 0.5. Dude, which HDR did I use for the tank render? I think this is the same one that I used. Okay. UV transform. Okay, now I'll grab the gun, select my camera, put it on 3D cursor. As suspected, we're getting some artifacts over here. Alrighty. Mm, go to world.
Okay, how to bake now? Now,
Meow.
no. I mean, I'm looking for like a proper method of like baking a material, like not just a single like channel, whole material.
Mm,
I'm just like I'm not in the mood to like import my whole model into like substance or something to like. I mean, I already created the materials in Cinema 4D. I want to bake them. I don't want to go in like substance or something and like repeat the whole process again and then bake the textures here. There, I mean, yeah.
I get it. Old fire lamp.
I mean, let's see. I'm gonna figure it out. I mean, baking takes a lot of time, to be honest. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna be adding a lantern over here. Yo, lanterns were used in the World War One, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there were like lanterns, like old school lanterns.
So I'll just convert the materials. Object. I'll just add in a specular material over here. So now I'm gonna be importing in candle flame PNG. So this is gonna be a hack for everyone who doesn't want to do simulation, but he needs just one frame. So just go to
I
Google.
mean, yeah, like that's a like really good idea. Just add put a card and apply this texture on it and call it a day.
Oh, exactly. So yeah, I'll just download it. Free Beehive.
This thing is like really fucking me.
Okay, Free Pick has it. So I'll just go to Free Pick then. PNG tree. Free download. Download PNG. Relax download. So let's see, what do we got? So now what we're gonna be doing is, if you come back over here, we could just add in a plane over here. Oh, that was a cube, my bad. A plane over here, RX 90. And if I go to new texture, add in an RGB image over here, plug it in, and open downloads. So as we can see, we are getting like a lot of glitches over here, but we'll fix that in a second. What we need to do is, now we need to go into the UV editor, select our image, which is from PNG tree, go to the UVs, scale it down, and that's about it. Now we'll go back to shader editor, and I'll be adding in an alpha image, and this alpha image is also gonna be PNG tree. Now this will go into the opacity, and for our emission properties, we're gonna be adding in texture emission, and we'll just connect this over here. Let's just scale it down. I know it looks like a nuclear bomb right now, so let's just reduce the power. 10? Yeah, that'll do. So let's just go inside of the lamp. I'll just place a 3D cursor inside. Take the card that we just made, select it to cursor.
Okay, I mean, I have to like bake every channel separately now. Oof, that's not good.
That's unfortunate
Results
to
are
hear,
not.
Tala.
Results are not even clean. But still, I'm gonna try. Mhm. I think my heart can get me to the wall of silver.
Okay, I'll just select the glass again. Add in like a little bit of roughness over here.
Um,
And I'm also gonna be throwing a couple of bullets here and there.
okay, okay.
Rifle bullets.
That's not a good sign.
What's not a good sign?
I'm trying to figure this out.
Okay, so I'll just go back to this.
Okay, I mean, that's better. Oh, that's gonna take a long time.
If I add a 108 lens, or you know what I could do?
I don't know what you could do.
Okay, 108 might be a bit too tight for this situation. So let's revert back to 85. Yeah, and as for the floor, I might darken it down a bit. Okay, that looks quite good. Now, instead of 0.5, it should be 0.9. And someone is playing PUBG Battlegrounds on my Steam.
Oh, really?
Yep. So now what I'm gonna be doing is coming over here to the materials and disabling light ID number 2 and disable the light ID number 2 for this one as well. Same goes for this one as well because I'm gonna be lighting the gun now. So I'll just add an area light over here. Wait. Oh. Light ID number 2. Okay, now I'll just go back to 3D cursor. Okay, now I'm gonna be changing the color to something like that. And going to the 3D cursor again.
Should go with you. Download your music and play
And you know what? I might disable.
Treat yourself to 3 months for free.
Where is it?
Tap the banner to learn more.
Same goes for this one for now. Okay, so that might not work properly. I'll grab the camera, just rotate it a bit. Let's just save it. Come over here. Get the camera. And tilt it down a bit. Grab the gun. Let's just properly place it over here. Save. Alrighty, that looks like a really good angle. What do you say, Tala?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks alright. In background, why like they're like so dark, like spots? Is it because of the texture?
Yeah, I'm actually going for like a dark environment. So yeah,
Okay. Oh, like that's like a mud wall or something.
yep,
Okay, okay.
1.8. Let's just save it and render it out. I forgot like two things. First of all, what I'm gonna be doing is coming over here to where is my render settings? Hello? Yeah, here they are. So 200, and into our passes, I'm gonna be enabling denoise. Coming back to my compositor over here, use nodes, save, and boom. Bro, like, oh, that's the reason. My bad, guys. Sorry.
Okay, okay.
But hey,
No
until
problem.
this is rendering out, I might go and empty out my can. So yeah, until then, just enjoy the render.
Sure, sure.
Okay. I'm surprised how few content creators out there using such teaching with Blender plus Octane. Wayne, massive respects to you, brother. I really respect your words, bro. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people do know Blender Octane, but they're not willing to teach it. But hey, bro, I have my own side hustles, which is like doing everything good for me. So this is why I just teach people like how you can make cool art with Blender Octane. And yeah, that's about it. So yeah, give me like 2 to 5 minutes, I'll be back. Until then, enjoy the banger playlist from NCS, and Tala will answer all of your questions as well. So Tala, if any sort of question comes
Yeah.
on yeah, on Discord or on YouTube, kindly
Or
answer
YouTube.
them for me.
Sure, sure. I can.
Staying up when I go out, you gotta know I'm all yours. But when I say what's that about, you start slurring your words. Tell me why you have to seem so distant when I'm holding you. Your fingertips are drifting away, and I fucking love how it hurts. Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I? Why do I, baby, why do I? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling?
And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back.
Uh,
And our render is done as well.
Oh, that's great.
You know what? I might do one more thing. Add a denoise. Just pump it into in all of the high glitches. Let's go for frame number 2. Or you know what? I might be able to add a VDB into it. That will give it some life as well.
Yeah, that.
Because obviously
that
it's
can
going
work.
to be a smoky scene.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So let's just import a cloud over here. Go to our shit editor, make a new one, restart the engine again. Take this, pump it up to white, and put the density to 0.001. That's still a bit too much. Just turn it a bit. And as for the world, I might even reduce the power as well to like 0.5. So yeah, let's just go to object, and come over here and deselect the volume so we don't mess it up again. Let's turn this into a yellow light. So yeah, that looks quite good now. But why does it look like the gun is not properly aligned?
Oh, no idea. Dun, 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 dun.
And as for the volume cloud, I'll just disable it in the viewport so I could get the framing right. So GXX, something like that. Save, and let's re-render it out. Not in like slot 2, but actually in slot 1. So I'll go back to the rendering part. Or you know what, this can be a good comparison for the viewers as well. So let's just re-render this out
Mhm.
with the volumetrics so you guys know why volumetrics are important.
Yeah.
Until then, I'll take a sip. So, a question for all the viewers who are actually watching me right now. So, guys,
Yeah.
what did you make in Blender? And if you guys had to make a switch to Blender Octane, what would be the main reason to switching to Blender Octane? I'm just curious. I want to know, like, what's the thought process that's going in your mind right now while watching me do this. So just type it in the chat.
Mhm.
Because I know Tala over here, he uses Cinema 4D and he uses Redshift instead of like the default render. And he already told me his story, like why did he shift to another third party renderer instead of like the native renderer that his software provides.
Yeah, I mean, no one would gonna stick with like the default renderer of Cinema 4D. I mean, it's just like shit at this point. I mean, Maxon just like already made the Redshift default like in like 2023 release and 2024 release of Cinema 4D. They made Redshift like the default render. That's like another thing that you have to like purchase the license separately. Even that like render engine comes with like pre-built install like pre-installed in like Cinema 4D, but you have to still purchase the license. I mean, you can only use for like 15 days or maybe on a trial base. Then you'll have to like every time you have to go and just switch the render to like physical or like scanline render. That was previously the default renders of Cinema 4D. They made like default Redshift, but you still have to buy another license for a render that's already pre-built in Cinema 4D and is default now. I mean, how crazy is that? You have to like purchase Cinema 4D license and then you have to purchase like Redshift license.
But bro, let me tell you one thing. Blender is free and Blender Octane is free as well.
I mean, I'm not gonna switch to Blender.
Come to the dark side.
No, I'm very good in the light.
Okay. By the way, that was a Star Wars reference for everyone who's watching right now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna get a 10 if I stay too much in the light, but yeah, getting dark yourself is better than getting inside the dark.
But bro, I mean, you're a handsome guy. You're also a tall guy, so yeah, getting a tan would just add you to like more beauty points, don't you think?
Probably not.
Bro, it is free. Global Facts said Blender Octane isn't free. Dude, Blender
I
Octane is
mean,
free.
yeah, there are like two tiers of license for Blender Octane. One is like you have to, that's free, that doesn't have like RT support. You cannot use RT feature of like RTX cards. It'll gonna work like really good, but you won't be able to use RT feature. The
Exactly.
paid version has like RT feature also enabled. I mean, you still getting a fast render like for free. What else do you want? I mean, I don't
And
know.
with like better quality as well.
Yeah, from Cycles.
Already, it's actually taking a lot more time than expected. It's taking like 4 minutes for this render. But hey, I know it's
Okay.
gonna be worth it.
Yeah, is 4 minutes way too long for you?
Nah, not that
I
much.
mean,
I mean, without the
yeah, you have like
volumetrics,
Cinema 40. Oh, not Cinema 40. You have like RTX 3090. What the hell am I even saying?
four 426 samples, and it's gonna be 500 very, very soon. Okay, it took like 4 minutes and 57 seconds just to reach at 457 samples. Okay, it might take a little bit of time, but hey, it's totally worth it.
You say I make you
Yeah.
nervous, a tragedy. I'm a beautiful disaster. Reckoning, you wonder how I got this way.
So let's just save the project file again.
Someone to clean up and tame. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh.
Alrighty, it took 5 minutes and 38 seconds. But just look at the quality difference just because of the volumetrics. This is the reason I
Okay,
advise everyone to use volumetrics.
not every time, but a lot of time it's like a really good thing to use volumetrics.
Exactly. So now I'll just duplicate the camera. Alrighty, Global Facts, you just did the most Pakistani thing that I could expect from a Pakistani to do. Bro, you know what he asked?
Eh, what?
How much do I earn?
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Let's not just go there. I mean, let some things be secret.
Bro, don't you have any manners? Never ask a woman her age and never ask a man how much he earns. Ever heard
Yeah,
of the saying?
probably not.
So yeah, I'm gonna be adding in a focus point over here.
He's in my way. I'm in the way.
Now I'm gonna be shifting the focus.
Oh, why, Turbo Skid? Why?
What happened, bro? Are you hating your life?
No, I'm just hating texture baking. There are so many things. Like for subdividable model, texture baking is like, eesh. I mean, I never done it, so for me, it's like very. Uh, how should I say? How should I phrase it? Like, what's the right word?
It's something annoying for you
It's
right now.
it's terrifying.
Hey, don't be terrified. Bro, I mean,
I
you're the
mean,
bigger demon over here besides Osama.
oh yeah, I mean, there is no benefit for me if I learn this process. But TurboSquid wants me to, and I have to, and soon, not now. There is literally no benefit for me. Yeah, clients would have like a little bit benefit, like they're gonna get some proper benefit from this like step.
Mm-hmm.
Not me. For me, it's like just another hellish step.
Alrighty, a pro tip for everyone who's watching right now. Whenever you're doing a close-up model of a low poly model, always try to add subdivision to like the jagged parts. So just go control number pad 1. I mean, control and 1 on your keyboard, not the number pad 1, because it'll take you somewhere else. So yeah, I basically added subdivision modifier to these two. Let's try to add it on the gun and see what happens. Okay, that helped tremendously. So yeah, we found the second angle as well. So I'll just render it out. What were you gonna say, Global Facts?
Okay, TurboSquid just added some update of their like recent changes, and it should be like better. For God's sake, they're basically just trying to give me a headache right now.
Hey, no worries, bro. Just take a paracetamol, you'll be good.
Yeah, and which gun sport that's paracetamol bullet? I mean, we in Desi language call that like tablet or like pill a goli, and we call a bullet also goli in our language. So I just translated that goli into bullet, even though it's like, yeah, for Desi audience, they'll gonna understand.
Okay, Global Facts. It's good that you understand our humor and you respect our jokes as well. So yeah, respects to you as well, brother.
Is the bit same?
Okay, I can literally, I'm like 2 feet away from my computer, but I can hear my 3090 just cranking up right now, even with the headphone and the music on. So, Uttala, what sort of guy are you? Do you keep your PC liquid cooled or do you keep your PC air cooled?
I mean,
Or is it a
I like
hybrid?
to. I mean, for me, I've tried both. I mean,
Hmm.
I use like liquid cool, like 360 milliliter radiator for like a year and a half, and that was like really good. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why it just broke. I mean, it just like had an issue. I don't know why.
Okay.
Everything seems to be fine. There's no like liquid loss or like, no bubbles in it. I
Hmm.
mean, pumps working fine and everything, but it's not cooling like a bit. It's not
Hmm.
even cooling like. It, I mean,
It's not
let's
even
just
working.
yeah. I mean, on idle, it's giving me like 90 to 95 temperature. Like not even in
What
use.
the?
I mean, there's
Damn.
literally not a single fault I could find. And
Okay.
so I just basically shifted to
Air cooling
air
again.
cool, like, yeah, and I mean, that's also doing really good. Like, I'm using ID coolings like Tower. I think
Hmm.
I forgot its model. I mean, it's really good. I mean, it gives me like at 4.8 or 4.9 gigahertz overclock, like in summer,
Hmm.
in summertime. It gives me like around 80-degree temperature. In winter, it is giving me like 72, 73
Gotcha.
on full load, like full load.
Hmm.
On like, I'm using i7 10700F. So I mean,
Okay.
you decide. I mean, people would
Bro,
decide like, is it good or bad?
I mean, I'm using a 5800X, which is like equivalent of like i9 1900K. No, sorry, not 1900, 10900K.
Okay,
And
okay.
I actually have a liquid cooler installed on my PC, so it's working quite good. I got the deep cool variant, the one with the two fans.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I had like Lian Lee's, like Galahad, 360
Oh,
milliliter, no, three triple fan,
bro, this is the reason
and
you don't trust the Chinese, especially their
no,
products.
it's not like it's not a Chinese brand. It's a Vietnamese brand, brother.
Lianli?
Not Vietnam, not Vietnam. Like, is it Vietnam or what? Like the country that produces like that's like very like right in front of like China, and
Korea?
China doesn't recognize it. Like
Oh, Hong Kong.
Taiwan.
Taiwan.
It's Taiwanese companies. Yeah, it's a Taiwanese
Oh.
company. And Taiwan is like really like has a good reputation in like computer industry. Like
Hmm.
they make all the mm, like 4 nanometer and processors like 90% or like I think 80% or like silicons or like microchips are made in Taiwan. Like their TSMC is like world like most famous and like most advanced manufacturing company like in CPUs or like GPUs or whatever.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, Lianli, I mean, nothing happened. It worked really fine for like 1.5 years. Nothing happened, and suddenly one day it just like,
It was
I
like, peace
mean, I
out.
don't. Yeah, my time's over. I mean, local warranty was ended, and international warranty I don't know how to claim, and like international warranty, like claiming an international warranty is like a really hassle in our country. You have to like
I
keep that out and like whatever. I mean, you don't even know that the thing you are shipping out will gonna even reach where you are trying to send it or ship it.
I totally get what you're trying to say, bro. And this is like one of the facts for us being over here. The biggest struggle that we people have, especially from Pakistan, I cannot say
Mm-hmm.
about Indians because I didn't have like a lengthy enough conversation to conclude any sort of thing. But for us over here, especially, it is like this, like no matter how good of a PC you have, what sort of a party you have, when it comes to like international warranty, it gets super hard for us to claim it. So yeah,
Hmm.
and the biggest thing of all, even if we try to claim it, the government will like a cut of it, as usual.
Yeah. I mean, there are like a lot of tariffs and taxes and like import duties, and like there are a lot of 100 types of taxes like import. I mean, it's really bad. I mean, I don't want to like go into that rabbit hole. I mean, I don't want a black week outside of my like door. I mean,
By the way, if you guys
Pakistan
are from
is,
Pakistan, you know what sort of Black Week we are talking about.
yeah, I mean, Pakistan is right now is like a like security state, not a democratic state. I'm not gonna say it's a democratic state. It's just like a security state. I mean, I'm not even gonna try to say that, but military is like controlling everything from like back end. Even our government, democratic government, like they are just like puppets at this point.
Yo, Tala,
Hey Hassan,
Black
you're
Week
gonna
was
be
coming.
yeah, not at my house, brother. Your house probably first, cause it's your stream.
Hey, I don't care. They're gonna be asking for your address, so I'm just gonna be giving it to them, and I'll be like, "Peace out."
Thank God I didn't make the mistake that Tamur did.
What? Giving me your
You
address?
know, yeah. Right now,
But bro,
I
you're
have it.
forgetting one thing.
Yeah.
I have your phone number. I can easily take out your CNIC, and your CNIC has your home
Do you
address.
know? I mean, do you know? Do you even know that number is registered on my name or like someone else's name?
Well, I guess someone's gonna be the sacrificial goat, so
Yep.
who
I mean,
cares?
who cares? I mean, I gotta save my own skin. I
You
mean, I'm
should
just
have.
joking. I'm just joking.
Dala is coming for you.
Yeah. Nah, I don't care. Like, I mean, if they want to, like, whatever the reason I gave them, or like, even if I did nothing, they're gonna like
Trigger your
still
feelings with ad-free
come
music
and like
listening. When you upgrade to Spotify Premium, treat
screw.
yourself to 3 months
They're
for
gonna
free
screw.
and cancel anytime. Tap the banner to learn more.
Dude, we live in a country where you don't even have freedom of speech. But yet again,
Yeah, you
go
have
ahead.
not, but not to that extent. I mean, I am saying this on a stream and I am chill about it. I mean, that says like you have some extent of like freedom of speech. I mean, I just like don't get it. I mean, I don't want to go very far in this topic, but I really hate those people. They say that Pakistan is becoming like a second North Korea or something. Like they are like just idiots. I mean, you are saying and you are able to say that, and nothing like you are not caring about the consequence. You are like openly saying on social media or like on roads, or like even you are saying on to the faces of like your authorities, and you are still okay with that. I mean, that says like you have some extent of freedom of speech.
I mean, bro, I wouldn't call the situation over here like North Korea bad. North Korea's situation is really bad. Alhamdulillah, we are in a really good position, and I'm happy about it.
I mean, there are like very like complicated like political feuds going around. Like there are like politics are. I mean, one thing we all can agree: politics is really messed up right now in
Bro,
our country.
that's like a whole other can of worms. So let's not open that can right now.
Yeah, I mean that state is like that thing is really bad. Rest is really like it's really normal. Our daily lives are really normal, even though the inflation has gone like up a lot. But I mean, let's say let me give you like whole my experience of like 2022 and 2023 of my expenses like in percentage. Let's say I was like spending like $1,000 like a month
Mhm.
for my expenditure, like overall, like my whole like for a month. Now
Mhm.
it's like around 1400. I mean,
Oh,
that much it has gone up. I mean, that's like very like. I mean, that's like a very easy way to put it. Like,
mm.
it's exactly that.
So
I
basically, we got
mean,
like 40% more inflation than before.
almost. And statistically, is somewhat in this like range. Like, food inflation, I was like reading somewhere like it's around like 33 or 34%, or some else other things like the fuel prices have gone like 25%.
Hmm.
Oh, and one more thing. There was
Hmm.
like, I'm not gonna name which media or from which country. People who gonna understand, because I don't wanna like create a like conflict or like something. I don't wanna like put mm, try to be somewhat like. I mean, I'm gonna just say it, not gonna name. I'm not gonna name the names. So
Hmm.
there was I was like watching a clip. Like, it's a very famous YouTuber who covers like topics and conflicts and like things. It's
Hmm.
basically, I'm gonna say, I'm not even gonna say that.
You know
It's
what?
very close.
Bro, let's just drop this
Yeah.
topic. But hey, yet again,
No,
bro, don't
yeah,
you think
it's like
the.
it's a really important point, because it's all about a propaganda. Basically, in Pakistan, there is like price like certain price for floor, like that has
Hmm.
obviously increased like
Floor
20
as
thirty
in
percent
like a rent place?
no, the floor that we use to make breads.
Oh, atta. Now I get it.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it has like gone up in prices like 30 to 40%, or maybe somewhat like in between.
Hmm.
And let's say it was like, I'm not even gonna put numbers. Let's say it's X, its value is X, and they were telling that in Pakistan the condition is so bad that their floor prices have gone like 10x or like
Yeah, wheat.
15x. Yeah,
Hmm.
wheat prices, basically they were exaggerating this situation that much, like just to propagate some negativity and saying that the Pakistan is like at the brink of collapse. It's like in a civil war state and this and that. I was like, what?
Bro,
Even just try to.
I totally get what you're trying to say. But hey, for me, I think this is like a great opportunity for us Pakistanis to level up our game. I mean, just look at
Yeah.
our Indian brothers and sisters. They
Hmm.
are literally running at light speeds right now. I mean, both of us were separated
Hmm.
on like 75 years ago, maybe, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
So,
it's all about the priorities. They basically
exactly.
put their priorities straight, and we just like experimenting. We are still experimenting at this
Oh,
stage.
exactly. Bro, this is
We
the
are
thing that.
like,
Hmm?
yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah. You carry on. I mean, I'm gonna finish
So,
later.
bro, this is a thing that I preach to every single one. Like, dude, it doesn't matter where you're from, which family you're
Hmm.
from, which tribe you're from, which area are you from. It doesn't even matter. If you have like the guts to do something big in your life, dude, go ahead and do it. Just don't stop
Hmm.
yourself,
Yeah, yeah.
regardless of the circumstance that you're in, or regardless where you're gonna be ending up in. Because eventually you're gonna end up in a better place where you are from today. So I think this is like a great learning opportunity for the whole nation.
Yep. I I mean, we have to like learn a lot of things from others, like, but we're gonna get better uh, eventually, but it's gonna take a little bit of time. We have
I
to
hope
come
so.
out of this like experimentational mentality. I mean, that we still have like going on.
Mm.
I mean, we have to get out of this mentality.
Alrighty.
Rest is fine. Rest is pretty much fine.
Mm. By the way, Tala, we are done with
Mhm.
our renders as well. So we're gonna be going for the compositing session as well. So
Oh,
let's just
that's
go
great.
into
That's great.
Photoshop. Well, I mean, it was a pretty short stream today, but hey, I mean, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Mhm.
So let's just drag and drop them. 1, 2, and 3. By the way, Tala, do you use EXR or do you use PNGs for your images?
I mean, let me tell you, for the longest time I was using like not PNGs, not even like EXRs. I was using HDRs,
Oh,
HDR
what was the
format
reason?
basically. I mean, that's like, there's like no particular reason, but it was like, for me, I never tried any other, and for me, it was like working really well for me, and it was like very like, basically, it doesn't compress even a bit your file. It doesn't even compress, and it can save like up to 32-bit like
Oh,
color information. So that was the reason. But recently, I switched to EXRs, and they're like 24-bit like compression or something, and it's giving me also really good result. So and better compression like in megabytes in size.
bro, I mean, I made the switch when I was still working with cycles. Do you remember the Supra video?
Yeah, yeah.
That was
By
all
the way,
rendered out in EXR.
okay. Let me ask you a question. Which
Okay, I'm
resolution
gonna
do
get
you?
roasted so bad.
No. I'm not gonna roast you. I'm just like asking you out of curiosity because I wanna know your procedure. Which resolution you've rendered these like images in which resolution?
Okay, so these are like 1920 by 810, but I basically
Okay, it's a
doubled them
aspect
up.
ratio. It's a
Yeah,
like wide aspect ratio, like cinematic,
exactly.
whatever.
But I actually doubled the resolution because over here in Blender, what you can do, like if your resolution is this one, 1920 by 810, what you can do is with like the resolution count, it's at 100%. You can just pump it up to like 200% and get a 4K render out. So this is basically a 4K render that I compressed down to 1080. This is the
Okay, that's
reason
like
I'm
super sampling. Basically, it's like a super sampling method. A lot of
exactly.
cameras, yeah. I mean, a lot of cameras originally shoot to like 8K and then super sample,
Downsample it.
compress, downsample images in like 4K to like preserve more detail in those
Oh,
shots.
exactly. I
'Cause
mean,
if,
the Blackmagic Cinema camera also does
okay,
it. So
yeah,
yeah,
I
guys.
know.
Without with that out of the way, let's get to our compositing session now. So I basically imported all of the EXRs over here, put it down
I
into
mean,
the
my
new canvas.
question hasn't finished yet. My question hasn't finished yet.
Oh, okay, go
My
ahead.
next question after the resolution was, what's the exact size of your like a render? Specifically, these renders.
Okay, so this is like
No,
if
not in the
you
resolution, in the storage size, in the storage space
oh
size.
in the storage size. Okay, let's
Yeah.
just see. Okay, 67 MB, 67 MB, 67 MB.
Oh, damn. Like,
Yep.
that's great. I use like another, basically, which preset of like EXR are you using for like compression?
Bro, I'm just using exr.io. I'm not using anything else. Oh, now I get it. Sorry, my bad. I'm using
Yeah.
zipless.
Okay, zipless. Okay. I'm using like there is like PXR24. It's like 24-bit float compression.
I get
It's
it,
not
bro. But
zipless. Yeah, that
bro,
gives
you
me
can
like a really good compression. I
you
mean,
can also use
for like
DWAA.
yeah, I mean, yeah, DWA is also like option, but I'm using this one because this gives me like really good. I haven't tried all of these, but this one gives me like really good compression. Even on 4K renders, like the image size is around like 20 or like 25 MBs.
I get it,
And
bro.
uh,
Now, Tala,
yeah.
just give me 1 minute. Let me explain this to the viewers because this is like the most crucial step right now.
Okay,
So now,
yeah, sure.
guys, we are in Photoshop and we're gonna be compositing this. And first of all, we're gonna be starting off with the clarity because this is like the magic thing that actually gives my renders that extra oomph that people actually want in their renders as well. So I'll slowly start to increase it and I'll stop at like 66. And why did I decide that? Because I'm able to see a lot of detail over here in the background as well as our gun model as well. So yeah, right after this, what I'm going to be doing is adding a bit of vibrance just to pop it up. And I know this is going to be a war scene, so I'll just cool it down a bit and add like a little bit of green. So we are basically going for like a cold World War type of vibe over here. And I'll add a little bit of texture over here just to further enhance the look. And as for the shadows, I'll go to the black and lift them up a bit and come to effects. Now this is like the most important thing, and Tala might agree with me on this one. If you do not have grains on your 3D renders, like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah.
We're
It
not
looks
talking about
quite like
noise.
artificial.
Exactly. And we're not talking about noise
This,
over here.
yeah.
So Tala, could you explain what
It's,
is grain?
I mean, let me explain you. It's basically a noise, but it's like every camera sensor has its own like noise pattern, basically. So every like camera has its own unique look. Basically, adding grain gives you that natural feel of it. Like some of these cameras, basically there are like some special kind of grains like catering towards like a certain look, so you can get like those like a little rough, not like too synthetic looking images, basically. I mean, to achieve like a little more like reality. Basically, even if your render is like photoreal, but it's like crispy sharp to a pixel, you're gonna obviously know it's a render. Like even if like add just a little bit of grain makes it like 100% real.
Oh, exactly.
Because when
And
you watch a movie or something like, and you watch a shot which doesn't have any CGI or something, but it's just a color grade or something, you're gonna see even the behind the scene and the raw footages of those like shots. You're gonna see there is some kind of noise or like grain in those shots.
I mean, bro, I can give like the easiest example over here. Just open your phone, go to Instagram or Snapchat, select a filter, and go into like an area where you have like a lot of black, like I have over here on my background. If I turn off this slide over here, you guys might be able to see a lot of grain over here near my head or even on my hair.
Exactly. It's exactly as I said before. Every camera sensor, even it's your phone or like a DSLR or something, every camera sensor has its own noise pattern. It's gonna be very pronounced in very dark scenes, and it's gonna be very less noticeable in very bright scenes. That's the basic example
Exactly.
answer for this. Every camera sensor has its noise pattern. Basically, you can do in like if you know if you're a photographer and you like don't have this knowledge. If you are a professional, you already know this. Just like go in a dark scene and crank up the like ISO, and you're gonna start to notice like those noise pattern really like those noise pattern will gonna become like really visible for you.
Alrighty. Now, since I'm done with the color grade, Tala, this is the color grade that I decided for this render. What do you think?
Show me. Okay, I mean that looks good. That look good.
Now, I'm gonna be adding the imperfections over here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going for like a stylized look with the imperfections over here. I'm not going for something like super realistic. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be overlaying it to the whole scene over here. And I'll put it on screen. And if you guys are wondering where you can get these sort of elements, you can just go to FreePic or even Google, or even there is another good website called pexels.com that has like these sort of assets that you can download. Hey, you can also go to Mixkit as well. They also have them. So yeah, that looks quite good for me. And I might even reduce the fill as well. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are done with today's render. Dude, the result came out even better than I thought. I'm not gonna lie on that one. So, Mr. Tala, if you have to give this a rating out of 10, what would you give it?
I'd say like 8.5 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I mean,
I mean, this
I'll
looks
take
like
that.
on a. Yeah, I mean, these look really like fire.
Alrighty. So let me just come over here to cam only.
I mean, your gun renders are like going really well.
I know, bro. And I'm loving it. But hey, I just hope I don't get shadow banned, but we'll see. So yeah, guys,
Yeah.
that was today's stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I certainly did because I wasn't expecting to pump out that sort of a result. So yeah, I'm really happy about it. And I'm gonna be posting it on my Instagram within like a couple of minutes. Because I actually have to do like a little bit of chores here and there. But right after that, I'll post it on Instagram and put it in the description as well. And thank you everyone for who joined today. I really appreciate you guys taking out the time and joining the stream as well. And by the way, guys, I want to know one thing. Did you guys started using Blender Octane up until now? If no, then dude, what are you doing?
Mhm.
I mean, Tala,
Okay.
what do you have to
Yeah,
say to
yeah.
the people who haven't started using Blender Octane up
I mean,
until now?
if you are like a Blender user and you are not using Blender Octane, I mean, you are missing on a lot of things.
Exactly. So yeah, tomorrow we're gonna be going a caliber up, and I'm actually planning to do a grenade launcher. What do you think about that, Tala?
Yeah, I mean, that's gonna be like really good.
Exactly. So yeah, guys, stay tuned for tomorrow. But until then, you know where to find me. And in the next stream, we're gonna be meeting again. But until then, God bless you all and your families. See you around, guys.
Peace out. Peace out.